Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going live on YouTube. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Tony Fanfuller, here this morning with our bi-weekly Explained sessions. A little bit different today. I'm going to run through and try and demystify the joining process for anyone that's looking at joining eXp, wondering what the process is. We'll talk about, the paperwork involved, the support you're given, the different types of agents that can join and work through that as best I can to give you as much information as I can. I'm going to share some screens as we go to let you know what to expect, what it looks like, and we'll get started. So the first thing, most of you, and I'm going to just share, bear with me, and as I get always the technical. There we go. So you should see on our screen the live at exp.com.au site. And a lot of you who have come, who have joined eXp, and you might be out there thinking about joining, may well have been to this site, because this is the site that we mainly share for agents who are looking to join or are looking for more information. So it does have a lot of info on it. You can download information off it, and there is a join now button, and there's also a join up in the toolbar there. So if you've selected that, you're going to land at this page. And this is what we call a join app. And you can see it starts with name, address, email, that type of thing. So once you've completed that, I'm not going to complete it or rejoin me, but I'm going to give you an idea of just what you will see once you do go and complete that. So you're going to go through some pretty basic, you've done name and address. You're going to be asked, so you're going to be asked for address, your actual physical address, where you're at. You're going to be asked, do you have the right to work in Australia, and whether you're an Australian citizen or have citizenship or whatever it might be. So we have to check that as an employer or as a contract, having a contract with you. You're going to be asked what sort of situation you're in now, whether you're on a commission or you're a licensed agent. And you're also going to be asked to select a sponsor. So the paperwork does say, and we always encourage to select the person who's most influenced you to be right there at that position where you're at, putting someone's name in at the time. So whoever that may be. So not very onerous questions, but it gives you an idea of just the look and feel of what you're going to go through in that moment. Once you've completed the questions, one of the things it's going to talk about is licensing. So there are two types of licenses that you can have if you're in real estate in Australia. In whichever state you're in, you're what most of us refer to as a fully licensed agent. So you may well you might be a fully licensed agent, but employed somewhere as an employee, as I was in my most previous job. You might be a fully licensed agent and the director of a company with staff. You might be a fully licensed agent and working solo by yourself. The other type of license is what in most states is a secondary license. I'm in Victoria. We called it an agent's rep certificate for many years. Class 2, whatever that reference is in your state. So you're one of two of those types of people. That type of license that you have drives which direction we're able to bring you on as a member. The fully licensed agent goes through a membership agreement. We refer to them as independent contractors. The Class 2 or secondary license agent goes down a path of the commission-only employee. So both can join, just takes us down different paths, slightly different paperwork. The biggest difference is, which I'll talk about in a minute, just what our obligations are under law in hiring commission-only employees. So once you've done that join app, it's reviewed at our end, you would then be sent your contract to review and sign. If you're a commission-only employee going down that Class 2 level license, I want to share a screen and just show you the obligations that we are bound by law to adhere to. So I'm going to try and bring up my Fair Work Real Estate Industry Award, if you bear with me for one moment. And there we go. So, Real Estate Industry Award, and I'm going to skip down to number 17. 16, beg your pardon, 16, and 16 is talking about commissions, and 16.7 talks about commission-only employment. So the award allows for commission-only employment, but as you can, if you do this, it's just available on free on the internet. If you read through this, we're bound by an obligation to that you evidence that you've earned a certain amount of income from commission sales in a 12-month period during the last 3 years. So it could have been 2 or 3 years ago, but a 12-month period during the last 3 years where you actually achieved a remuneration of 125% of the award. The figure at the moment is $67,500. So you may be asked after you've gone through the Join app to evidence just what it is that, what evidence you can provide that shows that you made that amount of money in that amount of time at some time in the last 3 years. So this is not us that's asking you. This is us complying with Fair Work and the what's known as the MITRE laws, minimum income threshold amount. So if you read through that, that'll give you a little bit of idea what we're trying to comply with. There it is, the minimum income threshold amount, in order to bring on a commission-only employee. So unfortunately, anyone that's new to the industry, as a Class 2 license holder, or hasn't made that amount of money, we're by law not allowed to hire them as an employee. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of the sort of thing that the reason we're asking you those questions when you're going through the join application process. The other thing we'll do is we'll also do compliance checks to make sure you have got your license. We require a copy of it. In Victoria, we need police checks. We're the only state, I believe, I think that's mandatory police checks for going into real estate. So that's something you're going to be asked for. They're fairly simple to get, but again, something that we're going to require. And so there's a certain amount of things we'll ask you for. During that time, you're reviewing the contract. At the point where everything's in place, you've signed the contract, and you're starting with us, you're going to be contacted by our onboarding team. So one of the things that we will do is you will have a one-on-one onboarding session with one of our onboarding team. That session could last half an hour, could last an hour and a half, whatever's needed for you in order to understand the system and the model completely. A lot of information out there about how the model works, nothing that's different, only that you are going to be hit with a lot of tech, a lot of systems, and you're going to have an onboarding person guide you through. You're also going to see, and I will share again, a little bit simpler to share that one because I can spot the screen easily. So this is an exponboarding.com.au site. So as well as having the one-on-one live session with one of our team, you're also going to be given a login to our onboarding site. And you can see down the left-hand side in the menu the sort of things that we're covering. And there is videos and things to guide you through. You're going to see who all of the staff are that are going to support you, and just have a lot of information as to what to expect, where to go, how to set up things like email, your workplace chat. That's your Okta dashboard, getting the chats going, getting access to all of the marketing information. So an enormous amount of information on marketing that's we're privileged to all be provided with Canva Pro as an eXp agent. So you're going to have a lot of marketing tools, templates, all the logos and things like that in there. If you're an independent agent that's self-branded, obviously the eXp logo is not something you use directly. You will use your own logo, which you're able just to upload and then just edit those templates and things with your own logo, your own colors, and be using the Powered by eXp logo in conjunction with your own literature. So that'll be there in order for you to access. And you can see a lot of information, talking about where to get photography and boards and different things, all of the different prospecting methods and access. You've got a CRM, you've got information about our portals. So all of that is a website that you've got never-ending access to. You're always going to have access to it, no matter how experienced you get. You're always going to be able to get back there and find out a bit more if you need it on a particular point. So one of the things that is going to be evident when you start is there's a lot of systems, a lot of tech. The main things for you as an agent is the CRM, and obviously being able to list and sell real estate. So I think if you've watched or you've listened to any of our explains in the past, your job of listing and selling is the same as it always was. Once you have an authority, you're going to put that into the CRM, organize your marketing directly with your suppliers. So you're going to organize the marketing as far as contacting a photographer, contacting a board company, ordering brochures. Those few things are going to be on your responsibility. The payment and the processing of payment to those people are all us. We'll do all that for you. Once you've got that all ready to go, you contact our listings team and they'll get that property listed online for you and live. So once that's live, you've then got the access to add your open inspections and different things as you go, change your photos around, all those normal things that we may do as an agent. Ongoing, I want to touch on, you will have access to our contracts team talking to you on a weekly basis about processing of contracts. So there's live training for that that's held regularly. When you do have a contract and you've sold a property, you'll provide that contract to the contracts team. They'll do all your instructions to solicitors for you and things like that. And our trust account team will look after deposits and processing of money at settlement. So a lot of training available and all of that as you go through, plus the access to eXp World where our support staff will be. And I'm just going to jump in and give you a quick look at eXp World, if I can log into it, and I'll share my screen to that. One moment. Okay, so here I am in eXp World. So this is a virtual world. I'll point out just a few people that are here. So Christine Hill, you can see on the left-hand side of the screen there, is one of our onboarding and listings team. You can see that there's a couple of other people as I walk through here that are present. So we've got Emily Morgan, who's head of our APAC region, and then Kirsten Fay in the corner there, who's head of our operations. So just a few people that if you had jumped in here, and they certainly don't know that I was coming here, if you jump in here at this point in time, there's 3 different people right at the moment that could answer questions, help you, all very experienced people. All of them are in Australia, in various states of Australia. They all have quite extensive real estate knowledge and quite extensive eXp knowledge, and certainly full knowledge of all of our systems and tech and processes. So that's one place you will go to access direct support immediately. If I had gone into Christine's space there and said hello, she would be there live, ready to talk to me. So in those spaces, you're able to share screens. So if there's tech issues or anything, training sort of points, that you're able to share a screen and show you immediately how that may work so that you're able to get back onto the business. Another thing I will show you is, whilst there's a lot of live training and live support and that sort of thing, there's also access to our YouTube page where we have quite a lot of video content. So you can see there's 110 videos here. There's playlists that show you where each of those things are. So all of our explains go into this folder that I'm highlighting there. On the right there, you can see there's 44 videos in an unlisted training folder that is access to private access just to all of our eXp agents. Lots of tech training in there. They might be 5-minute videos on how to use a particular thing, a particular tool. They might be 1-hour videos on a long, detailed training session on perhaps a CRM or something like that. You can see there's also recorded sessions of our agent mentor programs and our iConversations program, as well as videos from our Business by Design workshops. So if you've seen any of those, they're sessions that we'd held during the last 4 or 5 months on every aspect of real estate for agents and improving their abilities and their systems. So you've got access to that at any point in time. So once you're fully onboarded, you've got all of those tools, all of that support, you're able to go out and list and sell real estate. And to touch on, things like the splits, I will run through another short screen to give you an idea, because most people, nearly all, or a majority of people, one of the things they're mainly interested in is understanding what the costs and the commissions are. So I probably can't be any clearer than what we're seeing on screen right now. So agents receive 75% of their commission up until they reach $100,000 in gross. That's what we call the cap. So you cap at $100,000 of gross, where you no longer part with any of your commission. After that point, you keep 100% for the remainder of your anniversary year. So cap at 100, 75 to you up to that point. And you can see the subscription fee, $275, including GST per month. There are no lock-in contracts. There's no other cost to you. The contract that you sign, if you had gone to the Join app, which we spoke about right at the start, your contract you sign has a 30-day notice that you're able to give to withdraw and leave if you choose. So you're really on a month-to-month basis. You're not locked in for any particular length of time. You're also not restricted to any areas. You can operate globally. There is no restrictions, provided you have a license in your state or another country or whatever it may be. You're able to operate and list and sell real estate. You're also able to refer business anywhere in the world to any of our eXp agents, and work out a referral commission between you and the other agent. So there's a website that we can search for agents in a particular town anywhere in one of the 27 countries that we operate. So if you've got overseas connections, family, friends, things that people that you may want to assist with their sale, you'll have a direct eXp contact in the country that we're operating in, and able to help them directly and stay involved and earn a commission from that referral. You'll also note that there's a $550 transaction fee per settled transaction. And as I say, there are over 60% of our agents pass this on to vendors. That's your choice. Maybe depending on the commission you're charging them, things like that. It is a settled property transaction fee. If they withdraw, they don't pay the fee. Okay, so this site, this is a website that I'll put the link in the notes of the post on Facebook or in the notes of the YouTube recording. This gives you all of the information about how eXp operates, and other explains that we've done go into a lot of detail about the revenue share and these programs, icon awards. Not going to go into that detail today, only just to scroll through, give you a little bit of an idea of the sort of things that you have access to. So I'll just pause there. The tech, CRM, API data, Canva. We've all got, every state has portal subscriptions, forms, online forms, secure exchange for document signing, bank detail exchange. You can see many more programs there, as well as other programs that we identify that are becoming quite a benefit to agents, whilst they're not they're not programs that we include in our subscription. We will train on them if we believe that they're going to be something worthwhile. Having the knowledge of, like Meta, for instance, if you want to do ads on Facebook, it can be a bit of a minefield figuring out how to do ads on Facebook. So we do training on it. So that's something that you can, if you choose to do it yourself, we'll help you through by doing training on that. Just a bit more idea on the training and support. Thousands of hours at eXp University online of recorded training courses, and lots of transaction and immediate support for your deals that you're doing. So all available. Some information there about property management, how that works, and just all of our additional resources. So give you a link to that if you would like, and you're able to go through and just find out as much about us. I think if you've watched this today and you're watching any of our past or future videos, you'll see we're an open book. We are here to assist agents to have the best businesses that they can possibly have, whether you're a commission only or you're a independent contractor. You're on the same split, same service, same support, doesn't change. All that changes, and I will detail, the only thing difference between those two types of agents is independent contractors are paid by us to them day of settlement. Commission-only employees, we do a payroll run every 14 days or so. It's twice a month. So as a commission-only employee, the longest you'll wait for pay from a commission of a settled sale is 14 days, 2 weeks. So if you're closer to the payroll date, you might only wait a few days, but we do 2 payroll runs a month on that. But independent contractors are paid immediately. They're given all of their commission. Obviously, as an independent contractor, you're responsible for your own tax returns and your tax and super if you choose to pay it, that sort of thing. Commission-only employees, we do deduct your super contribution and your tax from your commission. So those things are handled for you. Again, everything in the back end, we believe we're handling for you. If there's something that you feel, if you've joined and you like some more assistance of, you only need to ask. We're all here to support you. You're our client. You're the person that's top of the tree for us, the agent. And as you'll find with eXp, we don't have any other levels. It's the company, which is a publicly listed company on the NASDAQ, and you. There's no levels in between. There's no franchise. There's no state managers or anyone else who's putting their hand in your pocket. And you're free to go out and market independently with whatever messaging you choose to put out there, so long as it's legal, and create the business that and the lifestyle that serves you. So, hope that's been a bit of a idea today of just the join process, what to expect, and just what the process is to get right through to that point where you're listing and selling and where they're supporting you. So thank you for joining today. And eXplained are twice a week. You can see the information posted on Facebook. If you do go to that YouTube page of ours, I think there's about 24 or 25 explains that have been recorded and available. They all differ slightly. Some have our agents as guests. Some have once or twice we may well get staff as guests to ask about their experiences and what they do for you. So certainly watch any of those if you'd like to know more. Also go to any one of our agents and just ask them how their experience is, and get it from the horse's mouth, if you like, so that you can make your own decision, your own judgment. But we look forward to guiding you through and having you as one of our members very soon. Thanks for joining.